That's some breaking news just in. A report by Her Majesty's Inspector of Constabulary has found that the Metropolitan Police acted appropriately at the vigil held in memory of Sarah Everard on Clapham Common. You may remember pictures aroused some controversy of police moving in on women who attended the vigil. Well, Sky's Home Affairs correspondent Mark White joins us now from West London. Mark, tell us more.
Yes, I mean, an eagerly awaited report, of course, because there was a lot of concern expressed by senior politicians, including the Home Secretary, the Prime Minister, Leader of the Opposition, the Liberal Democrat leader, of course, calling for the Metropolitan Police Commissioner, Cressida Dick, to resign. So this report by Her Majesty's Inspector of Constabulary, an insight into whether those police officers acted proportionately, and according to that top line from this report, it does indeed say that the Metropolitan Police acted appropriately. Now, it goes on to say, Adam, that HMICFRS found that the Metropolitan Police was justified in adopting the view that the risks of transmitting COVID-19 at the vigil were too great to ignore when planning for a policing event. Now, some key pointers in their findings. They say police officers at the vigil did their best to peacefully disperse the crowd. Police officers remained calm and professional when subjected to abuse. And it says police officers did not act inappropriately or in a heavy-handed manner. Clearly, from the Metropolitan Police Commissioner Cressida Dick's viewpoint, she will be very pleased and I'm sure relieved to see the conclusion here from Her Majesty's Inspector of Constabulary. There is some criticism for the Met, though, in terms of the senior management team. It says that inspectors found there was insufficient communication between police commanders about the changing events on the ground. So in terms of the command of what was going on, those instructions that were filtering down to the officers, a bit of lack of communication there. But the officers on the ground, the way that they dealt with it, the report found that they acted proportionately and they acted not in a heavy-handed manner in dealing with what they were facing, which, according to this report, was increased levels of abuse. Tom Windsor, who is Her Majesty's Inspector of Constabulary, has put out a statement. He said the commissioners and I received from the Home Secretary and the Mayor was a request to inspect this. He says public confidence in the police is critical. It is therefore important that there has been an independent, objective, evidence-based inspection to provide public reassurance, which we provide today. He said, our civilian police model is precious. Officers are our fellow citizens, invested by the community to keep the community safe. They rely upon and are entitled to receive public support when they act lawfully, he said, sensitively and proportionately. In this case, in the face of severe provocation and very difficult circumstances, they did just that. So, as I say, as far as the Met Police Commissioner is concerned, she will be, I'm sure, delighted to read the outcome of the Inspector of Constabulary's findings here, although, as I say, there is some criticism of the way in which commanders relayed instructions between them and down to those officers on the ground. But as I say, the key point from this, these officers did not act inappropriately. They were not heavy-handed, that in the circumstances as they faced increasing hostility and abuse from the crowd, they acted with restraint. I'm still reading this report as there's a good few other pages to go. I'm told that there might be a line or two of criticism for the London Mayor in there. So I'll just have a quick read of that, Adam, and I'll get back to you with exactly what that says.